Good morning. Every great journey begins with a single step, and every successful career begins with the courage to learn. It gives me immense pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to Genesis 2026, The Journey Begins, the induction program for the 12th batch of PGDM students at Rajalakshmi School of Business. Today marks not just the beginning of an academic program, but beginning of a transformative journey, one that promises learning, innovation, leadership, and lifelong friendships. On behalf of the Rajalakshmi School of Business, I extend a heartfelt welcome to our distinguished dignitaries, respected guests, faculty members, parents, alumni, members of the press and media, and our dear students. Let us begin this auspicious occasion by seeking the blessings of the Almighty. I request everyone to kindly rise for the prayer.
वन्देऽहं शारदां विशारदां ज्ञानदां वरदां वन्देऽहं शारदां विशारदां ज्ञानदां वरदां वन्देऽहं शारदां विशारदां ज्ञानदां वरदां वन्देऽहं शारदा. हृदयनिवासिनीं स्वप्रकाशरूपिणीं 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 वन्देऽहं शारदां विशारदां ज्ञानदां वरदां वन्देऽहं शारदां विशारदां ज्ञानदां वरदां वन्देऽहं शारदां.
Thank you. A warm welcome has the power to inspire confidence, create a sense of belonging, and leave a lasting impression. It is therefore my privilege to introduce a distinguished academic leader who embodies these very values. Professor Ujjwal Mukherjee is an accomplished academic leader, researcher, and management educator with over 2 decades of combined experience in academia, industry, and entrepreneurship. He holds a PhD in Human Resource Management and MBA in Human Resources. He also undergone faculty research and development at the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. His academic and professional accomplishments are further enriched by university teaching certificates from Newcastle University, Australia, and certification as a happiness coach from the Berkeley Wellbeing Institute. Professor Mukherjee has published extensively in leading international journals and also a prolific case writer. One of his teaching cases published by Ivy Publishing became one of the best-selling teaching cases globally during 2025-26. His scholarly work has also been featured in Harvard Business Review, reflecting the international recognition and impact of his research and academic contributions. As the director of Rajalakshmi School of Business, Professor Mukherjee is committed to building an institution that nurtures ethical, competent, and industry-ready leaders through academic excellence, innovation, and experiential learning. It's now my privilege to invite our respected director, Professor Ujjwal Mukherjee, to formally welcome the gathering and deliver the welcome address. Sir, I request you to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected Dr. Mrs. Meghanathan, ma'am, Chairperson, Rajalakshmi Institutions, Dr. Harry, Vice Chairperson and my immediate boss, Dr. Apurva, Executive Director, Major Sahab, Mr. Dr. Ramesh Shanmugam, our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Milan Wahi, guest of honor, Mr. Murali Chandrahasan, Mr. G.D. Sharma, honorable member of the board, my esteemed colleagues from Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology, my dear colleagues from Rajalakshmi School of Business, proud parents, my dear students of 11th batch, and my dear students of the 12th batch of the PGDM program. A warm good morning in Chennai. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to Genesis 2026, the induction program for the 12th batch of PGDM students at Rajalakshmi School of Business. Today is much more than the first day of a management program. It marks the beginning of a journey that will challenge your thinking, shape your character, and prepare you to become a responsible business leader. Before I speak about the journey, let me tell you a little about the institution that you have chosen. The Rajalakshmi Group of Institutions began its journey in 96-97 with a vision of providing quality education that transforms lives and contributes meaningfully to society. Over nearly 3 decades, that vision has grown into one of the Tamil Nadu's most respected education ecosystems. Today, the group includes several distinguished institutions, including Rajalakshmi Engineering College, Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology, Rajalakshmi School of Business, and many others in medicine, nursing, architecture, education, allied disciplines, collectively educating thousands of students every year. Recognizing the need of a contemporary management institution that combines academic excellence with strong industry engagement, Rajalakshmi School of Business was established in 2015. Today, you become a part of that proud legacy, and more importantly, from today, your identity begins to change. Until yesterday, you were students preparing for a management program. From today onwards, you begin the journey of becoming business professionals and future leaders. Whenever I think about my journey, my transformation, I remember a story that my dad used to tell me. So I would like to share that story with you. It may touch upon you all also and help you to develop yourself. So the story goes like this. So there was a king who was very successful, very powerful, very respected. Yet he believed that if he could find answers to 3 questions, it will give him more success. So what were those 3 questions? Question 1, who were the most important people in his life? So question 1 is, who were the most important people in his life? Question 2, what is the most important time to do anything? What is the most important time to do anything? And the third one being, what is the most important work that he should be doing? So the first one pertains to people, second, time, third, work. So he was seeking answers to these 3 questions. He traveled across his kingdom, met several scholars, ministers, philosophers. Somebody said, it's early morning that you get the best time to do something. It's your ministers, philosophers, scholars who gives you the best answers. Some said, the best work that you can do is to serve the society. Go ahead, win wars, occupy more kingdom, more place, and that's where we'll give you more success. But he was never satisfied. Over a period of time, he forgot all these questions because he was never satisfied. He never got the logic to behind whatever they said. Years passed. One day, he was out hunting in a forest. He became separated from his soldiers as he was riding his horse very fast. He got separated from his soldiers and he chased a deer. While he chased, he released an arrow. He shot an arrow. Unfortunately, the arrow missed that deer but hit somebody behind the bushes. It was a man who was standing or sitting behind the bushes. The king was shocked. He immediately carried that injured man to a nearby hermit's hut and he requested help. The hermit agreed, but on one condition. He said, I will treat him, but you need to take care of him for the next couple of days. Without hesitation, the king agreed. For the next 3 days, he forgot his comfort, he forgot his palace, he forgot his kingdom, and he just served that person. He devoted himself completely to taking care of that injured man until he recovered. After the man had recovered, the king realized, because he has been watching this hermit during these 3 days, he understood that this is a wise man. So he thought about his 3 questions and he asked him, boss, can you answer me these 3 questions? This has been there with me for the last couple of years. Can you answer me these questions? And he told all his questions. The hermit replied, my king, you already have found the answers. The king looked puzzled. The hermit explained, so let's come one by one with the questions. So who were the most important people during these 3 days? The king replied, it was you and the man injured. Because at that moment, no one else mattered. Question 2, what was the most important time? The king replied, it was that very moment in those 3 days. Otherwise, the injured man would have died. Question 3, so what was the most important work? The hermit asked. The king replied, to give my best for the injured man with sincerity and compassion. Dear students, I believe these 3 answers can make your guiding principles over the next 2 years. First, let's get back to the questions. The most important time is now. This is not going to come back. So wherever you are, whatever you are doing, that's the most important. It's the time that matters, which is now. It will never come back. Many of you have already been thinking, will I get placed? Where will I get placed? What package will I get? When? 1 year down the line, 1.5 years down the line. Think today. Now you are here. This is the moment. So these are natural questions, but if you spend time worrying about tomorrow, you may lose today. Management teaches us a beautiful concept called mindfulness. It simply means be completely present in whatever you are doing. When you are in a classroom, be in the classroom. When you are reading, just read. When you are with your girlfriend, be with your girlfriend. Just read. The future is not built tomorrow. The future is built by what you do today. Now getting back to the second question. The most important person is the person with whom you are interacting or communicating at that particular moment. If you are speaking to your professor is the most important person. If you are having dinner with your parents, they are the most important people. Give that person your time, your attention, and your respect. Be fully present in the conversation. Your mobile phone can wait. Third, the most important work is the work that is before you. Students often ask me this question, sir, what is the most important thing during PGDM? My answer is very simple. It depends on what you are doing at that moment. When you are studying, as I said, just study. If you are playing, just play. When you are talking to your parents, just give full respect and attention to that. And you also expect the same from others. So why not to do the same? So my dear students, success is not created by one extraordinary achievement. It is built by doing ordinary things in an extraordinary way. Day after day, week after week, month after month, if you practice it, that is when you come across excellence. Today you enter the campus as students. 2 years from now, our aspiration is that you will leave us as confident professionals, responsible leaders, compassionate human beings, and proud ambassadors of Rajalakshmi School of Business. I welcome each one of you to a journey filled with learning, friendship, challenges, growth, and transformation. Once again, welcome to the Rajalakshmi School of Business family. Welcome to Genesis 2026. Thank you, and I wish each one of you a wonderful and successful journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and for warmly welcoming everyone to this special occasion. We now come to a very special moment in today's program. It's my privilege to introduce our respected chairperson, whose visionary leadership and commitment to education have played an important role in shaping Rajalakshmi Group of Institutions. Dr. Thangam Mehanathan is the chairperson of the Rajalakshmi Educational Trust and has over 15 years of experience in educational administration. As a chairperson of Rajalakshmi Group of Institution, she has been committed to ensuring quality education across its institution while promoting merit-based scholarship, science education, and career guidance for students. She holds both graduate and postgraduate degree in public administration from Madras Christian College, Chennai, and earned her PhD from University of Madras in 2005. Driven by her commitment to excellence in higher education, she also pursued Cambridge International Diploma for Teachers and Trainers. Her leadership and vision continue to inspire the Rajalakshmi Group's pursuit of academic excellence and educational transformation. It's now my honor to invite our respected chairperson, Dr. Thangam Mehanathan, to deliver the presidential address. I request you to address the gathering, ma'am.
Good morning, respected Chief Guest, Mr. Milan Wahi, Managing Director, Lotte India Corporation, Mr. Murali Chandrahasan, Program Director, R&D Hub, Capgemini, our Director, Dr. Ujjal Mukherjee, our board, one of the board members, Mr. Sharma, other esteemed members present, and my dear students, my hearty wishes for all of you for having taken the next best step, I would say, in coming into this management institution. Genesis is what is being termed genesis of this institution, as Mr. Sharma may recall. It was all 15 years back. We already been having a management, MBA being offered by other campus, but under the affiliated pattern. So we thought we wanted a very niche and a kind of school that would really turn out managers who are meant to be really, who can be, the top notch. Those who can have that, inbuilt qualities of all the qualities what a manager should have to start with. That is how we started, and it is doing very well, I suppose, and it's, we are very happy that we are having the 12th batch going. And I always tell management is, a manager is somebody who sees what others don't see. That is why you become a manager. But as we were talking in the conference hall, today AI sees everything that no one can see. That's how we take it. But still, AI is a great tool in your hand. How you should look at AI is, this is the wonderful magical wand that you youngsters have. You all are able to really catch up with all this technology so easily that you should be able to use it to your absolute advantage, and the time that it saves on all your work, on all your scheduling, tasking, and reporting and everything, it saves you a lot of time. But the time that you get, you should be able to read more, learn more, because as much as there is change in technology, there is change in every sphere of life. Whether it is family or society or the nation, everywhere there are changes. You should observe those changes and understand how this can be used for your profession. So I would say that these are great times for you to become managers. And the global order is changing. There is a person assuming to be the manager of a great nation. He is assuming and behaving like a manager of a nation, bringing about a great global order change. And everything you should know, you should know what is happening around. You should know yourself, you should know your family, you should know the society, you should know the nation that you are in, you should know the global activities that are going on. So that complete awareness is what will make you a great manager. In my humble knowledge, I am sure we have great people like Mr. Wahi to talk to you about how you should look at your career. With this, I would just like, I came across a joke I thought I can share with you, and this is about a shepherd. He is just minding his sheep, and suddenly a management person walks in and says, he gets into, he's suited, booted and all that, he gets off his high-end car and says hi to this shepherd, and both get to talk. So then this management guy says, can I tell you how many sheep you have? Then he says, okay. If I tell you, can you give me one sheep? He says, okay, you can take. Then he takes his and then opens his satellite thing and all that, counts and all that. Hey, you have 257 sheep in these colors. So can I take one? Is it correct? He said, yeah. The shepherd says, yes, it is correct. Then he's asking, can I get one of your? He gives him and he puts it in the car. Now the shepherd is stopping him and asking him, now, can you give me back my sheep if I tell you what your profession is? Because before that, they didn't know. So they say, how do you know? How can you say that? Then he says, I know. Okay, let me know. What is my profession? Tell me. You are a management professional. So this guy he says, how did you know that I am a management professional? He said, I know you are a management professional because you came unsolicited. Your advice came unsolicited. And you told me what I already knew. And you charged me a fees without asking me, without giving me an actual. So these are then the management guy didn't know what to say, so he had to give that thing back. The moral of the story is, the moral of the joke is, you have to know. You have to, basically it has to come the other way around. You have to know issues. You should know what the problems are. What is that problem you would like to take up, for which you will get paid, or you will be respected, or you will earn a name, and you will also improve on your professional challenges. So this is how management professional is one who would definitely, who is always needed. There is no dearth for need for a management professional. There is always a need, but a person who has got deep knowledge on what he is attempting on. The knowledge, skill sets, both are very, very important. And we expect management professionals to be, you have to identify a problem, strategize to solve it, and all your solutions should be saving in cost or increasing the revenue, ideally both. And it should go towards the betterment of the society. So these are the things that we've been talking about, and I suppose Mr. Ujjal has come in as a great leader for this institution. I'm very happy that the way he is running the institution, and I'm sure he will take it to the next level. And all of you will be told how, because the knowledge comes particularly for you management students through n number of case studies that you are being dealt with, you are being exposed to. So with these words, I am sure that we are 15 years or 12th batch is a very small number. Maybe by when you double it or triple it, by which time I'm sure this institution will be one of the most respected management institutions in the country. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Madam, for your encouraging words and for sharing your vision with our students. Your leadership and commitment to educational excellence continue to inspire the entire Rajalakshmi family. Every institution grows stronger through the guidance and encouragement of visionary leaders. It's time to felicitate our distinguished chief guest as a token of our gratitude and appreciation. I request Dr. Thanga Mekhanathan to kindly felicitate our chief guest, Mr. Milan Wahi, Managing Director, Lotte India Corporation. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause, please. It is time to honor our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Murali Chandrahasan, Capgemini, as a token of our gratitude and appreciation. I request our respected chairperson, Dr. Thanga Meghnathan, to kindly honor our guest of honor, Mr. Murali Chandrahasan. We are truly privileged to have with us an accomplished corporate leader whose professional journey reflects experience, leadership, and excellence. Our chief guest, Mr. Milan Wahi, is the Managing Director of Lotte India Corporation. He brings nearly 3 decades of rich experience in marketing and sales and has held a senior leadership positions in reputed organizations including Kavincare, Whirlpool India, JK Dairy, Kenstar, and Lotte India. With extensive experience in business leadership, brand building, and market development, he brings valuable corporate insight and industry perspective to our students. We are delighted to have him with us today, and we look forward to hearing his thoughts and words of inspiration as our students begin their management education journey. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Milan Wahi. I request you to kindly address the gathering, sir.
Good morning. I don't hear, I think the students. Good morning. Thank you. Dr. Thanga Meghnathan, Chairman, Chairperson. Dr. Hari, Vice Chairperson. Dr. Apurva, Executive Director. Dr. Ujjwal Mukherjee, the Director. And we have Mr. Murali Chandrahasan, the Director from Capgemini. Members of management, principal, faculty members, distinguished guests, proud parents, and dear students. It's a privilege and honor for me to be here today in the inauguration of Genesis 2026. I think PGDM 12th batch, 26-28 at Rajalakshmi Business School. Sincerely thank the institution for inviting me to be here in this important milestone of the academic journey. I will be addressing directly to the students. Now, I would like to say to students, to all who have gathered here, congratulations to all of you for taking admission. You have joined this course, PGDM, as the chairperson was saying, it is supposed to be an elite place where all of you will do very best, and I'm sure Rajalakshmi will shine as an elite management institute. Now, all of you have joined this place for what I think you will learn is you will learn the art of doing things differently. You will learn leadership, making decisions, leading people, and therefore also how you can add value to the society. So I will talk on 3 different aspects. First one being what I think you will learn and what you can do better. Second, I will talk of what are the different themes which are running in the consumer industry. And finally, what I think you should, on your own, learn and try and improve yourself. In today's world, all of you have joined with the hope that you will get a much better job. There's a rat race. Yes. Jobs are going to be plenty. You're at the best time where India is growing at the much faster pace. And there's going to be opportunity for each one of you. Now, in an MBA or PGDM, whatever you may call, you will learn about marketing, sales, finance, organization behavior, supply chain. All those are technical skills. But most important than that, I think what you will learn is developing the ability to solve problems. In today's world, in businesses, you plan to do something and you find a lot of problems. You will start learning them. This is going to be your base where you start learning how to solve the problems. So how will you learn this? I'm sure there are going to be a lot of case studies. When you have case studies, please try and understand what were the problems and how was they solved. This will give you insights. Those insights is what you will take as learnings. It's very, very important because in real life, this is what you will face right from day one. However good you may be, you will face problems. So MBA sets the base where it teaches you how to solve these problems. And this happens through the case studies. Second is, how do I manage uncertainty? There is a terminology called VUCA. Has anyone heard of it? VUCA is VUCA, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. Today's world, every day we face these challenges. In any organization you go. Let me give you all my examples. I will try to give you some examples from a real life situation as to how we have managed and how you build on. The latest uncertainty was during pandemic. Can you imagine we were to start our production, supply products and sell, and we could not go out to the market. Slowly the government asked us to go and supply. Lotte sells a product called Lotte Choco Pie. I'm sure all of you must have tried it out. We have 3 manufacturing units in India, and that's where we manufacture. We cover, at that point of time, we were covering 6 lakh outlets daily, which means we have more than 1,000 salesmen in the market who go and cover. They could not go out in the market. So normally what happens is, this sells from big outlets. So we cover the main outlets. All the outlets were closed. We didn't know what to do. You have to go daily and sell. What we realized is during pandemic, all the outlets next to the houses, homes were open and people would go and near and quickly do buy at a particular time. So we changed our strategy. We said, okay, the entire distribution strategy will change. Now we will start covering outlets next to the residences. What happened? Our sales went up. During pandemic, people couldn't sell. We sold the maximum. Why? Because we were available at the place where the consumer was going. So therefore, what we did, we changed the strategy. And the strategy was not made by me or someone in the head office. It was all made by chill people working in the market. They were telling us and we were listening to them and we were reacting. And what happened, earlier we would sell small pack, suddenly it became a big pack. Because when the product goes, father is eating, mother is eating, children are eating, grandparents are eating, everyone is eating. And there's no other work, they only are eating. Suddenly my big pack sales went up. So my entire production strategy changed, which means I need to produce bigger packs. I didn't have inventory. I managed those inventories. Today, post-COVID, before that we were selling 10% growth. We are growing today at 25% year on year. Why is that? It's because we changed our strategy. We learned it from the market and we changed our strategy. That is helping me today, which means my consumer, which was a child, suddenly has gone up 5 times. The entire family is eating it. And my bigger pack sale was 5%, now it is 30% contribution. So what I'm trying to say is, in this VUCA world, things will keep on happening. You have to pick up those insights and learn and change. You cannot say, no, this is the way I'm going to do business. That is what is the learning for all of you. Third thing what you will learn is work with diversified teams. Why I'm saying that in industry, when you start working, you're not going to work with same kind of people. You'll be working with different people from different industries, from different backgrounds, different socioeconomic classifications. So therefore, working with them is going to be a challenge. There are egos which come in. So therefore, that's what I want you to learn. How you will learn, I will explain. So which means when you do this case analysis, try and understand how things are working. You will be having a lot of clubs. Please participate. There will be groups you will be made. Go to as differentiated groups. You will learn. You will understand insights, how people work. Because when you start growing up, there are going to be people working under you. Only you understand how they behave, how you're going to manage them. It's easy as a boss to manage, but working with cross-functional teams is very, very difficult. So please take this opportunity to learn as much as you can. And last thing which you will learn is making decisions with integrity. Life is all about taking decisions, whether professionally or not professionally. Even in your family, you are taking decisions. You've decided to join this college. You've decided to choose a particular field. It's a decision one takes, and the decision you take could be right or wrong. Stick with it, do the best. It's important you learn this when you are doing the case analysis, but it has to be with integrity. When I'm saying integrity, honesty, trustworthiness is very, very important. Now let me also come and explain you what are the changing trends in the consumer industry. See, consumer industry, I work for an FMCG company, wherein you're touching consumers daily. Which means if consumer industry catches cold, you will note 6 months down the line the GDP is going to go up or go down. First person who come to know is FMCG, because consumer starts behaving, he changes his behavior. He will not tell you what he is doing. He changes his behavior very, very fast. Okay, as I told you, the pack suddenly from small pack we went to a bigger, larger pack. Today our strategy has changed. And today we cover more than 8 lakh outlets, and 2 lakh outlets are only in residences. So entire working behavior changes. So the first theme which is working, I think the chairperson also spoke, is AI. Very, very important. Though we are not from, this industry is not from IT, but it is touching our lives daily. What are we doing? Our entire marketing campaign is done by AI, which means earlier, in a marketing campaign, a decade earlier, you would see maximum people watching TV. Today, people don't watch TV. It's all on social media, which means 100% money used to go on TV. Today, only 25-30% money is being spent by companies on TV. The balance is going on social media. So imagine how things are changing. That's the first change. So we are, in the company, I'm talking of my company, supply chain, we are trying to automate everything. In fact, as we speak, I have done a course on AI. I'm doing a further course today as of speak, and I've told the entire organization is being trained on AI. They have no other option but to learn. And how do we adapt? AI works on data. What is the historical data? So we are trying to capture data and see how we can improve. Supply chain, finance, everything is becoming AI driven. It's important. Now why I'm making this point to you is, college will only teach you to a limit on AI. It's up to you to learn. Today internet is there, everything is available. There are so many courses available. You must go and learn on your own. This is a learning forum for you. This opportunity for the next 2 years, it will help you as you move forward. In fact, as I was mentioning, Kevin Care, if you don't know anything in AI, they will not even recruit you. And this is a consumer industry. I'm not talking about IT industry. We will also going to do that in the next 1 or 2 years. If you don't know, you can't even get a job. That's where you're standing. So it's important you learn. And learning is not a college, it will do X. You have to do X plus. Next important, very big, is sustainability. You all know resources are limited, whether it is water, whether it is energy. You see through the war, there's a resource constraint. So important that you all understand this, and this is where the entire industry is moving. How do you reduce carbon footprints? Which means, how do you ensure sustainability of fuels, fossil fuels? It's very, very important. Please learn. This is important. There's a big opportunity of people getting jobs in this. Digital technology. See, India has started leading in digitization. In fact, in our company, I have set a benchmark. The next 6 months, I don't want to see a single paper. We are digitizing everything. There should be no digital, nothing. Everything should be digital, which means starting from claims, all the invoices, everything has to be digital. We have a huge office, go down for keeping records. They said, no, just do away with it. Everything is going to be digitized. So therefore, all of us have moved in that direction. Google Pay or whatever you pay, you say, everything is moving in that direction. The other biggest thing is e-commerce. We started off earlier, modern trade. There is something called as traditional trade in the consumer industry. Then you have a modern trade. Then you have e-commerce. Modern trade today contributes 13% of the business. E-commerce earlier was contributing 1%. Today it contributes 5% nationally. But in big cities, top 4 cities, it's contributing 22 to 25% of business. I'm sure all of you sitting in an urban center must be ordering on whichever commerce you want to do. But the point is, e-commerce has moved to quick commerce. Now, 80-90% of business in e-commerce is coming from quick commerce. And that's the way the business is. So you will see the consolidation happening in this industry as we move forward. So this is an opportunity. What can you learn there? How can you bring in and take the learnings from there? So social media is very, very important. That's where the entire business is going to be. That's the way we're going to communicate. So these are the trends which is happening in the consumer industry. This is how all the companies have shifted from TV. We don't advertise on TV. We are doing a lot of advertisement on social media. That's the way. And who is helping us? It's AI. We tell them this is the brief. The AI generates the advertisement. Earlier we would spend 3 crores on advertisement. Today in 10 lakhs I can make 10 films. So therefore what I'm trying to tell you is, please be open, learn as much as you can. Opportunity this 2 years for you. And finally, what are you going to learn here is leadership. I will talk on 4 or 5 things what I think you should do. Leadership cannot be taught. You have to experience it. How do you experience? First I would say is, learn as much as you can. When you are going to a class, when you are attending a class, ask questions. There's no stupid question. The more you ask, the more you learn. People hesitate asking questions. I may look foolish. No. If you ask, you will learn. The more you will learn, the more you will grow. Please understand, this will help you as when you start working. Because you have asked questions, you have clarified. This is what happens if I... So pick up those insights, very, very important. Second, you need to learn good communication. Very important. In real life, communication is key. It differentiates between a good and an average person. Because you have to communicate your idea. You have to sell your idea to your boss, to the company. Communication is not just writing. When you start, how will you learn this? Come and present as much as you can. When you do presentation skills, be crisp. Try and make your presentation, instead of making lengthy, try and make it short in 2 or 3 slides. You will learn good communication. Very, very important. This is an important thing for all of you. Please learn and participate. If you get an opportunity to present, say, yes, I will present. Because it's a learning for you. Don't feel frightened. This is a time to learn. You will not be able to get this opportunity later. Third, I think all of you should have an extremely positive mindset. If you don't have the passion in you, it'll be difficult for you to grow. The passion comes from the mindset you have, your attitude you have. You have to have a positive attitude. Because at the end of the day, Suppose there is a company comes like Lotte comes for placement. All of you are MBAs. All of you have learned the same things. But what will I look at? Why should I choose one person over other? I look at his mindset. Does he have a positive mindset? Does he have a negative mindset? What is his behavior? How does he behave? Does he have the passion to do it? Because skills can be taught. Passion cannot be taught. It has to come from within. So important that all of you have this positive mindset as and when you grow. Try and become positive. What else can I do? How can I add value to myself? Next important is you need to have clarity of vision. Now you say, I'm just an MBA graduate. What vision should I be talking of? I'll give you an example and I'll tell you a story, small story. I also done MBA from a university. There was no internet. We used to struggle, read books and find out. But I joined a company, I became area manager. I still didn't know what I wanted to do. I was working, I was earning, got married, all that was nice. But therefore, what was my vision? I didn't know. Then I went to a training. There were 20 of us. I'll explain you what the training was. It opened my eyes, and that's why I'm trying to explain this to you. So 20 of us made each team, there were 10 teams, each team had 2 people. We were to do an exercise. Exercise was that there are building blocks, some rectangle, circle, triangle. You have to keep on each other and see how long you can make it in a tower. As simple as that. It was done by a psychologist, one of the well-known psychologists in India. What stupid thing. Okay. So the important was one guy would be blindfolded, the other guy will not be blindfolded. So the one person standing in the front who could see could not use his hands. His hands were tied. And the other guy was behind, blindfolded, but he would put his hand and he has to build. You all understood? Now, so they were first told, okay, how many can you build as a tower? So some said I will do 2, some said I will do 6, some said I will do 10, some said I will do 4. Whatever. And they were given a time of 5 minutes. So they started building, which means the guy who's seeing will talk, okay, do this. The guy who's blindfolded will do it. You will not believe, end of the program, what they believed they will do, they had written it down, is exactly what they do. All 10 of them. So what is the learning? What you believe you can do is what you end up doing. It's a belief. And at that point in time, they made us, there were 10 of us who sat down together and we said, okay, now you make your vision, what you want to become. I'm telling you today, we are still in touch. All of the 10 have achieved their vision. So what it means is, if you believe, if this is a vision, and take an audacious vision, I'll become this, whatever. You will remember, if you remember that every year, I'm going to achieve that, you will achieve, and you'll work towards that. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Please, clarity, have an audacious vision. By the end of these 2 years, not now. So that your skills are ready, you must have a vision before you move out, what you want to become. And passionately drive it. It will happen, I'm telling you, come what may. That's what learning for me. And this, I think we were discussing, take internships, join clubs. Because when you do all these things, you will learn leadership, you will learn team building, you will learn how people behave, how do I manage them. It's very, very important. This is how you learn leadership. You cannot be taught leadership. Leadership is a hands-on, you learn, that comes within. Do you take things on your own? Do you have the passion to drive it? It's okay, you will fail, it doesn't matter. But that will help you in an organization. Finally, I have just a line. Dream boldly. Learn continuously. Work diligently. Lead with integrity. And never stop believing, because the best achievements are there in front of you. Your entire career is there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your thoughtful and insightful address. Your valuable thoughts and experience will certainly motivate our students as they begin their journey towards becoming future business leaders. We are equally privileged to have with us our distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Murali Chandrahasan. He is a Senior Director, Intelligent Industry at Capgemini Invent India. He brings in 30 plus years of experience in plan-to-enterprise solution with strategic consulting, pre-sales, business development, program management, and conceptualizing strategic solution. He has an excellent track record in GCC advisory and strategy, program management for both Indian and multinational companies. In his present role, he leads CME, GCM, and R&D Hub as GCC Program Director in Chennai, as well as Global Business Acceleration Leader for Smart Manufacturing and Industry 4.0 to drive business advisory and tech consulting to enable digital transformation across the manufacturing value chain in USA, Middle East, Europe, and India. He is one of the top 100 industrial IoT influencers of 2018 and top 50 innovative leaders of manufacturing in India for 2019, and for his contribution to the global industrial IoT and Industries 4.0 ecosystem. He is an expert jury and mentor at NASCOM, Deep Tech Accelerate Club for startups in Industry 4.0 and IoT domain. Prior joining to Capgemini, he served in leadership roles at Ramco System, HCL Tech, TCS, Saint Gobain. We are delighted to have him with us today, and we look forward to have his valuable insight and words of inspiration for our students. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to our guest of honor, Mr. Murali Chandrahasan. Sir, I request you to kindly address the gathering.
Good morning. I think same thing. Good morning. I think I need the response from the students. So this address is going to be more towards the students, but I want to also address the other set of audience here, the parents, as well as the faculty who is going to help them to achieve what they are planning to vision. First, I want to extend my thanks to the panelists and the Madam Thangam Meghanathan Madam. Excellent speech by Mr. Milan from Lotte, who shared his experience about what he has been doing over a period of time now. And Director Ujjal, who is going to actually help you to get the vision. So there are 2-3 things I just want to address. I think Mrs. Thangam Madam mentioned about that. I think Rajalakshmi as an institution is there for last more than 30 years now. Started with REC, RIT, now RSB is there, I think for the last 12 years. This information I got when we started discussing. Why I'm telling this is that before even addressing the audience, so we need to know whom we are addressing about and what is their background, so that I think there are 12 batches which has gone out of this college in the management institution. I think you are the 12th batch. So I think you have taken a right decision of joining an institution like this, which is actually going to help you to get into your future. And I see that all the students are coming from different backgrounds, right? So people coming with engineering background or BSc, BCom, different type of undergraduation background. So you guys are coming with that kind of a background. And now you are going to study in this college for next 2 years. So there is a lot of different type of background you are bringing in. And you have, as such, I think you was mentioning about different functions in the institution. So you go and specialize on certain functions, right? You go and specialize on marketing, finance, HR, business tech functions. These are some of the different specialization I think you have chosen. But as Milan was mentioning about, so collaboration across these functions is going to be very, very important. So when you want to become successful in whichever stream you are going to study, right? You may be specializing on HR function, but you need to know about what is the kind of impact HR is going to create in an enterprise. I think Milan also was mentioning about different functions being used in a FMCG kind of a company, right? So as you are very, very privileged to have the access to a lot of information. I think you have access to everything in the world in your mobile. So you're able to visualize anything, which we were not having that maybe 20, 25 years. I think he was mentioning about when I joined as a sales manager, I didn't know what to do. But here, there is a lot of information, but there is also information overload is also there. So you have to be very, very particular about what type of information I want to consume and how I have to build on that particular kind of a stream, whatever business stream you are going to specialize. So that is one important thing which you have to bring in that kind of a discipline into your ways of working or in the next 2 years. So that is one important function which you have to get into. And the next point, what I would say is that there are some basic functions, a basic discipline which you have to bring in to be very successful. See, this is, I'm not just telling that whatever is being told in the media, but these are some of the things which I practice or I see that some very successful people practice. One, what I would say is that getting up early in the morning is at least you can see that how quickly you can wake up, because your college is going to, you have to catch a bus, you have to be in the college maybe by 9 o'clock, then you have to wake up early. So that you try to wake up at least 1 hour before and see that whether you will be able to do some level of at least 10 minutes of meditation kind of a thing, which actually helps you to be more focused and with less of distractions, because a lot of distractions are there to pull you down into different areas which may not help you to become very successful. So do maybe 10 or 15 minutes of self-realization or meditation, which is actually will help you to become more focused. And then maybe 20 minutes of some physical activity. It can be anything of jogging, walking or yoga, whatever you want to do. And then you get into your regular routine of work. I think it will actually make your day very, very successful. And if you are able to bring this kind of discipline into your day-to-day routine, this is actually going to help you to become very successful. So these are some of the things which I am practicing, so that I am just telling what I practice to you so that it makes you successful. The next thing what I would talk about, I think he mentioned about that. One is AI as such. Everybody is talking about AI, artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is actually impacting our life across different streams which you are working, whether it's marketing or anything. So it is actually making our life very, very comfortable. See, here one thing what I want to tell is we have to make AI as our assistant. Okay, so try to make AI as your assistant. Don't fully depend on the AI, but try to make your AI as an assistant or your day-to-day activities, whether you do some research, because lot of inputs what it throws up, it based on the data or the large language model it's built on. So you have to validate whatever is coming out of AI. Okay. So today, if I ask AI, give me a 15 minutes presentation about, I'm going to address undergraduate students, it will give you a big document for you. Okay. But thing is, actually it does a lot of good work. So you have to take what you need to take from that and try to combine with your knowledge or your experience and try to make that address. So you try to make it as an assistant for you. Okay, it will surely help you. Okay, whether it is, there are different level of AI. You have Edge AI, Enterprise AI, Gen AI, Agentic, lot of AI functions there. So these are a lot of technology things which is happening. One more thing which I would advise, I think also advise the management here, is that you have an engineering institution, you have a management institution. Normally these runs as silos. Okay, they are separate and they are separate. They don't see that there is no connecting function between these two. But actually there is a lot of connecting functions is there between engineering and management also, which you have to come with a vision or a practice. It is not going to happen overnight. I think you have to bring that practice. Maybe over a period of time, I think you can set the ways of working or the ways of collaboration where you will try to address some real world challenges where technology is going to help you. Actually, business is actually going to drive. You guys are actually going to drive from a business perspective. You go and talk to a CXO talk about some problem in the enterprise, and then the technology functions are actually going to support you, whether it's AI, IoT, any kind of the engineering functions which is actually in the institution. That is very important. And also know about what is happening across you. Okay? Because if you see, there is, we were discussing that in the conference room also. There are few sunrise industries. Sunrise industries is one industry which is actually going to give you more jobs. Okay, more jobs or more opportunities. Understand which is that industry. Or there are some industries which is actually going down. Okay, and in what way I can help those industries, or what way I can take the wave of the industry which is actually coming in a sunrise. For example, the semiconductor industry, or I think you would have seen in the last 2 weeks, there is ISM 2.0, which is called Indian Semiconductor Mission 2.0. So there is a huge kind of funds which is being allocated by the central government to enable this ecosystem to become more successful in this industry. And as India, if you see, so today we are even dependent on a very small country like a Taiwan or any other small countries which are leaders in this space. Okay, so you have to see which industries are coming up, which industries are having a challenge because of AI or any other situations. See that how you can go and address these challenges. So that is very important. So the next one, whatever you try to do, whether it's going to be a business, whether it's going to be a startup, it's going to be an idea we want to incubate and build it, or go and address a problem in an enterprise, see that in what way it is going to help you, or see that in what way it is going to help me in this country. So we should have nation first. Whatever we try to do, it should be aligned towards the national mission. And I think most of you may be aware about, there is a Vikshit Bharat 2047 mission is there from the government, which we want to be like, we'll be in the top 2 or top 3 kind of GDPs in the world by 2047. We want to be in the top 1 or 2 positions. So anything which you guys try to do, try to see that it is all aligned to the national mission. So that is another request. I just want to tell about that. So these are some of the basic things I see that students you try to adopt, which will make you more successful. And another point, I think we are all glued to the screen time, that you have mobile or any other devices, whether it's screen, TV or any other devices. Try to see that how much you can restrict the screen time, and also try to make use of the screen time more valuable for you. That is some of the requests which I see that students you can adopt. And the next, I want to address the parents. Being a parent for 2 daughters, I just want to say that the kids who are here, they are all Gen Z kids, Gen Z. And Gen Z has a, I think you have to become like, you cannot you have to become like friends for them and try to advise them, and don't be like a parent of previous generation. So it is not going to help you. So try to help them to become successful, or talk to them like a friend. And I think it will help you as well as help them. So that is what I want to tell the parents. I don't want to give big advice there as a parent. And the faculty. Faculty, if you see, faculty is also having a very challenging time working or training the Gen Z kids. The challenge is, I think AI or any kind of technology things are very, very fast it is getting adopted. So they have to be on their toes and see that how they can actually go and train the students. So faculty has to be at least one level above so that they'll be in a position to teach them. So that is one, not an advice, but I think you should see that that is how the industry is going on. And the next thing is, I think there are a lot of social media channels. I think he was mentioning about the social media, Insta, LinkedIn, whatever. I don't know how many of you have really seen a LinkedIn post of this event. There is, I don't know how many of them has at least liked it, whether it's a previous batch or this batch. Very number of views or reposts, which is, I'm just talking about LinkedIn. I don't know about other channels. Okay, so there is a big play from the digital marketing which they have to do. Okay, so that is, see, I'm just telling an insight of the post. Okay, so this is for the students as well as faculty, digital marketing team, whichever team is working on it. Try to address that. See, you do a lot of good work, but whatever good work you try to do, try to not market it, but to try to make it visible. Then only people start knowing about your school of business or whatever. Okay, so that is one on the faculty part. And I think these are some of the basic points which I think I want to share with the students. One more point which is very important for the students as well as for everybody here is that the financial literacy. Financial literacy about whether it is earning money or going to go and impact a business. Okay, I think he was mentioning about a strategy of doing something in a FMCG company. Okay, what is the kind of the financial impact it will create, and what is the kind of return on investment for that. So you have to start thinking anything, whether it is a mobile phone or a device, how much value for money the device or anything it's going to give for you. Okay, so then only you know, because now we are digitally savvy, we don't know how much money we earn, we go and pay everywhere, and then you know, I think it is actually hitting you. So you have to be very because we were not very in my earlier generation, I'm telling, we are not having that kind of an advantage. But there are a lot of influences, but I think some basic things you have to understand. Okay, how much the impact of business or financial impact will be created. Because as a management student, on any of your work stream, you are actually going to finally hit the business case, which will finally talk about the return on investment. Maybe an enterprise is going to do. Okay, so be aware about the financial literacy. Okay, so this is, I think, very important. And finally, I just want to talk about the other things. I talked about the collaboration. So the collaboration, I think here I also touched about that. Collaboration has to be first within your management streams. Marketing, technical, finance, HR, within management. Then within your ecosystem, you have maybe RIT or REC or whatever. So you have to see that how we can collaborate. This will actually help you. As Mr. Milan was mentioning about, cross-functional team is what you are going to work for. See, you may be hired for a finance function, but finally it's going to hit a HR function, it's going to hit a business function. So you have to be aware about how it is actually impacting the other business functions. So that is important. So collaboration is very important. Finally, final message is that management degree is actually, if you see in the ladder, actually it is in the top level of the management. So you need to know about what are the kind of metrics enterprise will look for. And management is about how you manage yourself, how you manage your time, which will actually help you to become very successful. And the other points I think Milan covered. That is the challenge of addressing in the last of the in this forum. So I think you have to be curious, you have to keep learning. So if you ask me, after 30 years of experience, I still learn something new, whether it is a language or whether it is a technology. I think he mentioned about AI, we are learning AI, we also keep learning. Okay, you ought to be keep learning and see that and how it's going to help you. I think that's what I want to convey to the students, and congratulations and all the best for the next 2 years. And this is going to be a very, very good environment for you to grow and be successful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable thoughts and insights. Your perspective on industry, innovation, technology, and the future of work will undoubtedly inspire our students as they prepare themselves for the dynamic corporate world. And now, we are privileged to have with us our board member, G.D. Sharma, he's going to address our audience. Mr. G.D. Sharma is a gold medalist of the 1979 batch from the Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai. He was conferred the ITM University Leadership Award for the Professional Excellence. He is currently an independent HR organization consultant in Chennai and serving as an independent director for the 3 listed companies in Chennai. With over 40 years of experience across several industry verticals, his last corporate role was a president HR at the BGR Energy System Limited. And previous to that, as VP and head HR at the L&T ECC division. He was also a member on the board of L&T Infrastructure Operating Company during his stint at L&T. We are more delighted to have him here and look forward to hear his valuable insights and words of inspiration for our students. I request you to kindly address the gathering, sir.
So Murali, I am the last speaker. Okay. Respected dignitaries on the dais and my dear students, your parents, and the teaching staff and the non-teaching staff of Rajalakshmi School of Business. A very warm welcome to everybody. I just want to felicitate the incoming students. Yeah, so all that I want to say is based on whatever I heard. Dear students, you are at the intersection of a transformational economic transformation of the Indian economy. That means the opportunities that are available, that are going to be available, and your own careers. You are at the intersection of being a very aspirational student and becoming a very successful business manager, right? So that's exactly the crossroad at which you are currently placed. And I think the kind of transformation that's happening on at least on the economic front in terms of digitalization of the economy and so on, I think it's going to throw up a huge set of opportunities. And as was mentioned, new businesses, new paradigms are going to be generated as a result of all the reforms, economic reforms and the digital reforms that are happening in the economy. It's going to affect supply chains, it's going to affect consumer behavior, it's going to impact investments on the positive side, both foreign direct investment as well as our own internal accruals and so on. So I think it's a very phenomenally attractive period. In fact, what I was about to mention to Dr. Hari is to say that I wish I was, let's say, at least 40 years younger, right? I would like to do an MBA now and grab those opportunities that are going to be available. And this is not going to be, let's say, confined to the Indian economy alone, right? It's going to be confined, it's going to spread across all developing economies. I think there is a huge band of economies that are going to emerge and rise up in the overall standings of the economies of the world, right? And I'm talking about countries like Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, India, and all of that, right? So keep your passports ready. I mean, that's another way of looking at it. I'm not being anti-Indian by saying that. Keep your passports ready because the labor supply to the world is going to come from economies like India, right? We are going to supply the labor as in the employees, the workforce is going to emerge from India and such countries for the rest of the world. So it's going to be a global kind of a platform that we are all aspiring for. And so I think that's the bright part of the opportunity. But the other way of looking at it is, therefore, how are we going to get ready for that, right? How are we going to become, let's say, deserving for an opportunity like that, right? Because it's nice to, like they say, it's nice to aspire, but do you deserve is also the other question, right? So that means that the onus is on the individual, you, that is, right? And of course the Rajalakshmi School of Business to get you ready in the next 2 years. So it's an investment that you're making on yourself. It's an investment for the 2 years that you're making on your character building, on your capability building, and of course on your own future, right? So that's how you need to look at based on all the inputs that the two dignitaries have actually given to us, right? And so therefore grab this opportunity. Collaborate with your peers, challenge your professors, challenge paradigms, challenge what you think was always believed as being right. That's what exactly the new generation is doing to us as grandparents and as parents, right? So they challenge, my grandchildren challenge me saying, Tata, why are you saying this? Why do you think it this way? It can be other way around. And sir, I said, yeah, that's true. It can be the other way around. So we are all the time learning, and if we are going to be learning at this age, then what are you doing, right? So the onus on you is to learn, continuously learn, and there is so much happening around you. And as Murali rightly said, you need to differentiate the chaff from the grain. You need to know what exactly you need to know, what exactly you need to follow, and not follow everything, because then you don't have the time for it. You don't have the bandwidth for it. Right? And so therefore, let me, on behalf of the board of Rajalakshmi School of Business, or rather we call ourselves the governing council, and with various different names that we are known of, let me wish all of you all the very best. Do your best, continuously learn, and become that aspirational, successful manager that you want to be. And I loved this point about what Milan mentioned, because I have done those wooden block, training programs for my own teams. I have myself gone through it several hundred times. And so the learning from that is that we need to have a vision for ourselves as well, right? So be bold, dream big. Nothing wrong with it. But then have a game plan for it. Have a roadmap for achieving that dream, right? And I'm sure all of you will make not only your parents proud, your country proud, but also you'll make Rajalakshmi School of Business very, very proud. So on behalf of the Governing Council, I wish to extend my felicitations to each one of you, congratulate you, and to offer our best wishes that you should do always what you have been aspiring to do, and do it very well. Whatever you choose to do it very well. All the very best. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing your valuable thoughts, sir. As we come to the conclusion of this memorable morning, it is time to express our sincere gratitude to everyone whose presence and support have made this occasion truly special. I invite Professor Badri, Professor at Rajalakshmi School of Business, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning. On behalf of all the stakeholders of Rajalakshmi School of Business, the director, faculty, staff, students, I thank the following people for gracing this momentous occasion of the commencement of the 12th batch of PGDM students. Dr. Mrs. Tangam Meghanathan, Chairperson of RSB, Dr. Harishankar Meghanathan, Vice Chancellor, Vice Chairman, Rajalakshmi Group, and Ms. Apurva Hari, Executive Director of Rajalakshmi Group, Mr. G.D. Sharma, Board Member, Chief Guest, Mr. Milan Wahi, Managing Director, Lotte India Corporation, Guest of Honor, Mr. Murali, Chandrahasan, Program Director at Capgemini, my boss, Dr. Ujjal Mukherjee, Director, Rajalakshmi School of Business. Last but not the least, we acknowledge the stellar role of the faculty, staff, and students of RSB and RIT who have spent many weeks planning for this orientation week. So I cannot name all of them, but let's thank them all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone. With this, we conclude the Initiation Day, Genesis 2026, the journey begins at Rajalakshmi School of Business. To our dear students, as you embark on this journey, embrace every opportunity to learn, grow, question, explore, and develop yourself. We hope that your time at Rajalakshmi School of Business will be filled with meaningful learning, valuable experiences, lasting friendship, and opportunities that shape you into confident and responsible future leaders. On behalf of Rajalakshmi School of Business, I thank all our distinguished dignitaries, esteemed guests, faculty members, parents, students, and members of the press and media for being part of this special occasion. Have a great day. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I just love her voice, yeah. Think who selected.
So I kindly request all the students and parents to return to the auditorium by